Wednesday Addams, the beloved gothic child of the Addams family, has just been invited to Nevermore. But there is one thing that nobody knows. Why did Wednesday's brother Pugsley not get invited? Is he a normie? Or is there something more to the story? In this video, we'll be diving into this, as well as some new details about who the real killer actually is. First, let's start with a recap of Wednesday's invitation to Nevermore. On the day of the invitation, Wednesday was alone in her room, not expecting anyone to visit her. She got a call from the headmistress of Nevermore, who was extremely excited about her invitation. She said that Wednesday was the only student to have scored a perfect mark, and that she was impressed with her work.
Wednesday, what are you gonna do?
What I do best.
She accepted her invitation and was thrilled at the prospect of meeting other promising children. But this is where things started to become strange.
What happens to you?
I break out into hives and then the flesh peels off my bones.
Let's look at the mystery of Pugsley not going to Nevermore. There is one thing that nobody knows. Why did Wednesday's brother Pugsley not get invited? Did he fail at his tests? Or was he not good enough to be at the prestigious school? When Wednesday is questioned about this, she says that Pugsley did not get an invitation because he wasn't interested in attending Nevermore. All he wanted to do his whole life was to become a professional cheesemonger. But why was he not interested in attending Nevermore? There could be a number of reasons.
I'm gonna miss you too, sis.
Maybe there was a mistake and Pugsley's invitation was sent to the wrong person.
I want names.
Don't know who they were. Honest.
Maybe he was just too lazy to go and didn't care about attending the school. Or maybe there was something more sinister about his no-show invitation.
You remind me of my brother. Stands the desire to strangle him every waking moment.
Let's look at some of the possible explanations for Pugsley not going. A. He's a normie. Maybe Pugsley is a normie who doesn't appreciate the school for gifted children lifestyle. He was just a plain old normal kid who didn't understand what all the fuss was about. He wasn't interested in attending Nevermore because he didn't fit in there.
You're soft and weak. You'll never survive without me. I give you 2 months, tops.
B. He was never invited. Maybe he wasn't invited to Nevermore because he wasn't good enough. He did poorly in his exams, so they didn't want him there. Or he wasn't interested in attending because he wasn't able to pay the hefty price of the school, so they didn't invite him.
Pugsley, emotion equals weakness. Pull yourself together.
C. He's unworthy. Maybe Pugsley is unworthy to go to Nevermore because he did something to make the headmistress of Nevermore hate him. He could have done something really bad, and she revoked his invitation out of spite.
Rowan's father already knows what happened, and he fully supports my decision not to involve the authorities.
Unveiling the real reason for Pugsley not going could also be that maybe Pugsley wasn't invited because of his lack of intelligence. He didn't do well on his exams because he's just not very good at academics.
Thanks for the candy. Actually, that's potpourri.
If he did poorly on the entrance exams, then the headmistress would have no choice but to not invite him.
For me, it's been hard not having Wednesday around.
So with everyone so hyped on Wednesday Season 2, what can we expect to see, and what are some popular fan theories? There are several theories speculating that the show will focus more on Wednesday and Pugsley's magical abilities, giving us a closer look into the strange and wonderful world of the Addams. Others are theorizing that Wednesday will continue to explore her identity, pushing the boundaries of her comfort zone and taking us along for the ride.
Her name comes from a line from my favorite nursery rhyme. Wednesday's child is full of woe.
There's also speculation that Wednesday will finally gain the confidence to stand up against her parents and fight for what she believes in.
As usual, you underestimate me, Mother. I will escape this educational penitentiary.
Whatever happens, Wednesday Season 2 is sure to be full of surprises and tantalizing tidbits that will keep fans enthralled and engaged.
When I look at you, the following emojis come to mind. Rope, shovel, hole.
Jenna Ortega also recently gave some advice for viewers on Season 2. Jenna's advice for viewers who are excited for Wednesday Season 2 is to keep an open mind. She knows how much the show will change from the first season and knows how different it will be now. She encourages viewers to change with the show and keep an open mind as they explore this new and exciting world.
Please excuse Wednesday. She's allergic to color.
Oh, wow.
I hope they just keep an open mind and don't expect it to be like the first season. It's a different show now. They're different characters. They're in different places in their lives. They're in different places in their heads and hearts. I hope they just come into it with an open mind and just go on a journey with the Addams family.
Seeing you in this uniform brings back so many terrible memories, doesn't it, Tish?
Yes.
Jenna also revealed her hopes for Wednesday Season 2. She said she hopes that Wednesday Season 2 will be everything fans have been hoping for and more. She hopes the show will continue to be a positive and loving representation of a modern family, and that it will continue to break barriers and change perceptions.
You must think it's weird I'm stalking him.
No. I consistently stalk my parents.
She hopes the show will inspire others to embrace and love their own families and to appreciate the people in their lives.
To learn and to grow, no matter who or what they are.
I hope they love it. I hope they love the show. I hope that they come away with a new outlook on the world and that they get inspired to love the people in their lives. I hope they see a new and different representation of family. All in all, Ortega is incredibly excited for what Wednesday Season 2 has in store for the Addams family and their fans. She can't wait to see how the show develops and what new adventures and challenges the family will have to face. She hopes that the family will continue to inspire and change the world.
Are you sure you don't want to join?
No, that's okay, darling. I don't want to spoil your fun.
And that the show will continue to break barriers and change perceptions.
I've always been a big fan of head shrinking.
It's not that kind of head shrinking, mon chéri.
She's also really excited for the new characters. With the introduction of new characters, like Wednesday's new love interest or even cousin thing, there will be a lot of new dynamics for the family to explore. However, Ortega loves the fact that some of the old dynamics remain the same. Grandmama and Morticia are still really funny and great. The thing that's really cool is that they are still just as crazy as they were in the first season. It's just a different kind of crazy now. Jenna also revealed her expectations for the plot lines. Ortega is excited to see where the plot lines take Wednesday and the rest of the family this season. She expects plenty of adventure and a whole lot of family drama, both of which she's excited for. We're going to be going to different parts of the world. We're going to be going to different parts of the United States. There's also some family drama that's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of family togetherness, which is always nice, she said in a recent interview. So coming into Season 2, Ortega knew the direction the show was going to take, but nothing more than that. She was incredibly excited, though, to see the episodes come together, especially with the new characters that were added to the mix. I think they brought a really nice energy to the show, and I think that, especially with the new characters, it's really fun to see how they fit in. I think it's going to be a really different season from the first one, but still really fun. In Season 2 of Wednesday, we may actually see more of the Addams family. If more of the Addams family is featured in the new season of Wednesday, a few positive impacts will come from it. The most important impact would be the show becoming more interesting. The show is already extremely popular, but it could become even more so by featuring the family more. The family is known for their witty and pleasant sense of humor, and this is something that could be featured in the new season. One way that the show could feature the family's sense of humor would be to feature the family's relationship with the rest of society. The family often clashes with the rest of society, and this could be featured in the new season. Another way that the show could feature the family's sense of humor would be to have the family interact with each other. The family often has witty banter between each other, and this would be a fun thing to see in the new season. There are many other ways that the show could feature the family's witty humor, and it would be a great way to make the show more interesting. We are super excited to see this new season. When it comes, as we know all fans will be too. If you love Wednesday, then make sure to let us know in the comments.